and then I'll have to point it down there at the floor. Check it out. I got my air filter there. Overpriced, but I guess it does the job. Hey everyone, I'm Angelo. Yeah. Hollywood filmmaker, greatest screenwriter in the history of the world. My voice is kind of scratchy. I don't know what it is with the air last night or what. It's cold air coming in. Man, I had nightmares that I was in the water, like in the ocean, on like some early Tom Hanks film. I was thinking of it because I was thinking of watching Captain Phillips last night, but also he was in Splash, which I haven't seen. But in my head, I was cold in the water, and he was there, young Tom Hanks, waiting in the water for like a waterfront restaurant like that was on a pier over the water, and that he was having to get his body used to the cold water by submerging himself down to where he couldn't see the surface. It was so scary. Anyways, oh, my stomach. Hey, big score. Haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome back. We're doing 100 burpees to end the 5-day work week. I really want it to happen today. Being able to work 3 days this week is such a luxury. I needed it. I didn't even get nearly the stuff done I wanted yesterday. I wrote over 20 pages. I worked on an assignment. I read some of this wonderful collection, The Complete Sherlock Holmes. It's amazing. It's like a class in screenwriting and how to build a mystery and drive interest in it. And then Sherlock Holmes literally explains at the end why it's so interesting, why the story's so good, and how he uncovered the mystery. It's amazing. I watched, I won't get into it, but my stomach is a little bloated. Oh boy. And I know my freaking stomach, when it's bloated like this, it means I'm going to have to take a dump at some point, but it's going to be gigantic because I don't feel the urge to crap yet. But I know it's going to be the big one when it's here because now it's been like 2 days at least. All right, so I already did my stretching. So, yes, I want workers to be able to get a 4-day work week. May not work for every single job. Yes, there'll be exceptions. Um, Hell, screenwriting, I do that 7 days a week. Like, I will do that so gladly 7 days a week. So, it kind of, that's not exactly a job, but sort of. But anyways, Big Score says, good. How are you? I've been traveling from LA to Portland the past year. Finally have time to chill in LA. Cool. Hey, FOT fans. Yeah, so I want to go to Portland at some point. I want to take the train there. Um, Anyways, I wish I could take a big crap. I would love a 4-day work week. Yes, that's right. Everybody speak up. Don't just watch if you want a 4-day work week and don't say anything. Add something, add a voice. You just motivated me to do these 100 burpees. Get talking about it with people. I swear, so many people don't have an awareness of this stuff. So many people would love roads that were safe to drive on. This is just a different topic, but safe to drive on. Traffic moved quicker. You had cheaper transportation options, safer ones. Did I already mention safe? Less people die, less crashes, much more inexpensive. So you could take a train, take a bus, a trolley, a streetcar, elevated train. You could walk. Did I say that? You could take your wheelchair, your mobility device. Come on, let's think about them. So many streets around here, you cannot navigate the sidewalk with those because they're too narrow, or the sidewalk goes up like this because there's a tree under it that's breaking the sidewalk, the roots. And biking, cycling, motorcycle riding, moped ride, e-scooter, whatever, all that stuff. Like, people think the cars are for roads. Roads have been around for thousands of years. They're for people. They're for whatever we decide to make them for. We can make them safer, and public transportation is absolutely vital to preventing climate catastrophe, preventing us from bleaching the oceans and changing the ocean currents and killing off our food supplies, and making sure the atmosphere isn't poisonous for us like it is now. There's no reason not to have a 4-hour work week. At my job, there's absolutely nothing, at least like my specific job. Maybe the company, maybe other people, see on a case by case basis. For me, no reason it needs to be a 5-day work week. It easily could be four. Um, Nothing necessary about it. It's just, that's it. Like, that's all you can say. So, yeah, everyone talk about it. That's the thing. People get excited for it. Talk like, yeah, how are you supposed to have 2 days off a week? For a lot of people, they're not the weekend because if they work retail, they're irregular shifts. They're, morning one day, night another. And so they don't have a consistent schedule where they can have a social life, where they can go out and be with friends. They don't make enough money to do that, so we need a $30 an hour minimum wage, and we need protections against corporate greed and mergers, and we need antitrust enforcement, all that stuff. But I'm going to get to the burpees in a second. But how many people, you don't have time to really have a life outside of work, because if you do try and do something, it's not going to work with your schedule for work. You're going to be too tired at work. You need time to get groceries, do your laundry, get your car work done. A lot of people shouldn't need to have cars. Work on your apartment or house if you need to clean, if you need to repair something. You need to like furnish it. For me, my first vacation from my job, I spent most of the week like getting furniture. Like somehow that just took a week. Like all the required stuff I had to do, like get furniture, get other stuff I need. I think I bought some clothes. I guess I don't know, but like I didn't really have many clothes, so it's ridiculous. And so then you have like a day maybe to do what you want. And then if you have anything else you like to do, say you study, you go to classes or whatever, that's even less. So why? Why do this to people? You have one life. This earth is not a fixed point in space where just everything's going to be the same. Nothing's guaranteed. We're floating through space. The earth did not exist once. It formed here. Someday it will no longer be here. We're going through space. We have one chance to do this. Let's make our lives better. I'm not going to be here bootlicking for a corporation if I can help it. So, anyways, and this week has been so great. So, okay, here, I got to get the camera down because I'm going to be doing the burpees. That's like a push up into a jumping squat. So, let me make sure you can see me. And a little low, I guess. I can raise it up a little bit. All right. Oh, my stomach. God damn. Okay, and click like, everyone. Helps the video out. Let's get the message out. All right. Okay, my bloated stomach hurts. Right now, the air purifier, I don't know if you can see it, not really. It's set blue, so it means the air is like, the quality's good. Yesterday, it was flushing out a bunch of like dirty air. Dirty, I mean, I don't know, I guess dust, pollutants from outside. Yeah, less highways, more trainways, more highways for trains. Oh, and I have a special strategy I'm going to tell you all for my cheat meal I'm going to have tomorrow. I'm waiting to do it. I'm just wearing my body down right now, not in a bad way, but like I'm just working it. Now it's picking up some dirty air, probably because my butt's right next to it. And I learned from Mike O'Hearn, like something I'm going to experiment with for a cheat meal. And it's a strategy for it. It's not one specific food. So, anyways, going to do 100 burpees. Let's see how many I can do to start. Like I said, I already stretched. Well, oh, wait a minute. I didn't do my quadricep stretches. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot that. Did I really not do that? Sorry for the chest cam. So I didn't mean to do that. Oh, wait, did I do this? Stretching's so important. My body's going to be burning up my muscles when I sleep, and I'll keep waking up if I don't stretch. Even as it is, I could probably afford to stretch twice a day because they still do sometimes. And that's what I mean. Like, I can feel my body struggling to recover from my workouts and riding my bike. So tomorrow, my strategy for a cheat meal is have my regular meals throughout the day, exactly how I need them, enough proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Finish eating maybe a little bit on the early side by like 3 o'clock. Normally I'm eating by like 4, so not that much earlier. And then do my cheat meals. Don't make it all sweets and desserts, which your body can't utilize. Make it proteins, a lot of proteins, and I'll add in something sweet, but I'll make it sort of healthy, like stuff my body can utilize too, so that it's not just like, oh, I'm stepping off my diet and just bloating up and going to eat a bunch of sweets. I'm eating all the nutrients I need, and then I'll be in a surplus. So potentially may even help my metabolism to do this. So I'm thinking like a turkey panini from this place around here. Um, what else? Maybe a pizza, maybe a donut. But also, I have all these canned peaches from my old cocaine addicted roommate, I guess, who moved out. Canned peaches and papaya, and those are so good. And with my coconut almond milk, I keep wanting to say soy milk, it's like cookie dough when I add in the protein powder and flaxseed. So I'm like, I could have that as dessert too. So make the uh, coconut almond milk with flaxseed and protein powder, and make that as like the cookie dough cream, and then add in the peaches and papaya. So I'm like, damn, that would be a sweet meal. And figs. I should get figs from the farmer's market if I feel like going there. All right, gotta stretch the right leg. I don't think I did this morning. I was feeling it in my legs. I'm like, I don't feel ready for burpees. Especially as you get older, it's important to stretch. And I'm amazed, all the dieting I'm doing, working out, I'm not really getting much bigger, which is the point. I'm trying to get cut, trying to get the fat off, get my metabolism right, cut up, and then bulk up. I don't know how big I'll get ultimately. I'm not going to the gym. I'm just using my weights here. Um, Depends, see how I do, but at least I know now, like, pretty much how to. Pro tip: healthcare workers have 3-day work weeks. One of the few perks of the job. Where is this? Is this in America? The 3-day work week? Why not? Holy shit, that even makes more sense. Yeah, let's make it 3-day work weeks. Okay, let's see. Can I get on camera and let's see. So you can see me. I'm just trying to make sure I have my shot lined up, and then yeah, basically, and then into a jumping squat. That's pretty much as far back as I can get the camera. Let's see. Sorry, I'm not trying to do the stomach cam. Yeah, I can't really get it much further back against the wall. Okay, let's go. Okay. I think that was about 16. This air filter, not really detecting dirty air, so I'll turn it off. I want to wear out the HEPA filter too soon. Point of burpees, not really to build a ton of muscle. They won't. It's like good conditioning. It's not strictly to have cardio. It does help build the legs a lot. Depending how you do it, really like the upper part of the leg and the butt. But I just like it. It's fun. I'm sure it's building the connective tissues in my body. It is fun. And, you know, helps strengthen the skeleton, bone density, all that. And it's a good way of getting my, 12-hour shifts. Even that may be worth it. Might be. So let's make it 10-hour shifts instead of 12 hours. But is this in America? Okay. Is that how I say your name? You got the O with the slash through it. Okay, let's say I did 15 right there. So again, it won't necessarily build a ton of muscle. I'm not doing burpees to lose fat. Trying to do an exercise to lose fat is kind of pointless. Michael Hearn says you'll hit your head against a brick wall. You diet and recover to lose fat. You can get in better shape by just getting on the right diet and getting the right nutrient levels and recovery than you can from just working out. All right, not trying to rest too long. Let's get back to this. Oh, okay. I do need to rest a little. Oh man, it's the muscles in my lower back and like my butt and upper hamstring. Oh, they were like I don't know how to describe it. They were like gonna burst free of my body. So I will wait. And as you can see, I'm smiling. I'm in a good mood. Like my stomach pain, it's going away with these burpees. So, you know, that's the other big reason. It's just the mindset. Like I enjoy it. It's fun. Like it should be fun. There's no reason exercising should be drudgery. You know, understand why you're doing it. Pick exercises that work for what you're doing. This is not just to be an athlete or something. This is just for me to be a screenwriter. In America, wow, okay. Most of us do 12 hours, which is rough, but it comes out to only having to work 3 days a week. Yeah, 12 hours is a damn long day. Of course, in the film industry, a standard day is 12 hours, and then it gets longer from there. I'm sure it gets longer in the healthcare industry. And then in film, you're often working 6 days a week. And I've worked on many film sets where in 12 hours, it's just brutal. People are sleeping anywhere they can on the set. Yep, click like. Maybe this will be the video that gets us all 4-day work weeks. They're like, oh, everyone, let's get a bunch of people up early in America to do burpees on camera. This is like the ice bucket challenge to end the 5-day work week, make for 4-day work weeks. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I'm good to go for the next set because I almost like, I don't know, my muscles almost like flung off my body like a rubber band snapped too tight. Okay, let's see. And also, remember your form, take it slow. I probably took it a little too fast on that second set that I'm starting. So I know I haven't been recovering enough because I should have been able to do more. But I've been so strict on my diet this week and working out probably too hard, so I'm not recovering enough. So Saturday, tomorrow, recovery day, and I'm going to have my cheat meal, but try and be smart about it. The way Mike O'Hearn instructs and experiment and see how it goes, which is eat my regular meals as part of my meal plan, finish them so I get the nutrition I need, and then instead of just sweets, maybe I'll have one donut or something, or a slice of cake for dessert, but for my cheat meal, have stuff my body can actually utilize. So a lot of protein. I'll have carbs too, but so I'm thinking like a turkey panini, or what did I write down? I wrote down ideas. I write everything down now. Lists of my enemies. Okay, maybe pizza. Oh yeah, the papaya / peaches and figs dessert with coconut and almond milk mixed with protein powder and flaxseed. Oh, and pecans. Put pecans in there. Maybe a donut. So it's like, think about it. Fruit, carbohydrates, proteins. Anyways. Okay has been watching On and Off for a while. When I was dissociated, episode living in my car. I'm glad I'm in a place mentally now. Thank you. Yeah. Well, mentally and physically and financially, it's great to see the progression. Wishing you luck on your endeavors. Thank you so much. That's what I want for everyone. Everyone should be able to progress mentally, emotionally, and financially. No reason we can't do it. And physically, whatever condition you're in, you know, or whatever that may mean for you, because health is different for everyone. So, you know, if you have a chronic illness, you should be able to have the best accommodations for it, you know. Anyways, I'll do another 100 burpees. I want to do 100 burpees basically every week. Normally it would be on Saturdays, but I'm off work today, and also I want to recover tomorrow, Saturday. But like, I want to do 100 burpee live stream for all kinds of stuff. Disability rights, that's a big one. There should be. Holy crap, are people with disabilities treated so badly in this country? I was about to do another set. I'm like, recover. Wait. Take the lesson from the last set. No rush. I want to go into the next one being able to really do them right. Also, I'm kind of nutrient depleted now. I have not eaten since like 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So, I know actually Mike O'Hearn says to eat breakfast before your morning workout. I don't know, at least for me, I don't like to. I want to wait till afterward. And also it has to do with how I time my meals and, you know, being at work when I eat a certain time of snack and then lunch at a certain time. Anyways. So, but yeah, probably not a bad idea to eat breakfast before I work out. But also, he works out way, way harder than I do. He's lifting like 400 or 500 pounds. I'm just doing body weight. And it's still early. We're getting up before the bosses do. We're getting up to make sure we're getting in their way and saying we're going to institute a 4-day work week. You can't make us work 5 days a week anymore. Thanks to fan of mine, Break the Loop, he helped me get a good deal on a Lenovo 5i laptop. I ordered a new laptop finally because I want to start picking up video editing gigs or film editing gigs, and also I want to be able to like get the newest editing software, coloring software. I cannot run DaVinci Resolve on my laptop. It's just dead. It will not run. So still use this laptop for screenwriting that I have here, but I'm decided it's time. Like, I want to start editing stuff again, and it's going to be tricky. The time issue, obviously. How much time do I have? But I'm like, I got to do it. I just know. Like I sense that it's time to at least get it, the laptop, even if I don't edit anything for a month. All right. Trying to move, get oxygenated blood to my body so I'm not stiff for the next set. I counted, I think, up to 29. I may have gone over that, but already almost a third of the way there. Okay. Definitely, I have not recovered enough. And I took a hard bike ride yesterday. 39, I think. I may have been done 40. I don't know. So I rode my bike for an hour yesterday. I had the day off work, but I still wanted to get my cardio in. That is part of my exercise plan for Michael Hearn. But maybe I pushed it a little hard, which is fine. But he says you can only train as hard as you recover. And so now I see, oh, it's good not to kill myself working out, to just destroy myself. That what he says is put in the minimal amount of effort to get the best results. So lift heavy and all that, but he's more, and as far as that goes, talking more to his students or whoever who are training with him, who are bodybuilders or they're power lifters. Me, I just want to be fit. That's all. I don't want to be the best bodybuilder or anything. I want to be the best screenwriter. I will be, but not the. There's no such thing as a best screenwriter, but you know what I mean. Like the best I can be. All right. So yeah, that was. I realized the combination of I'm in a caloric deficit, and I worked out hard yesterday, and I worked my legs yesterday too. That's what's getting me. My legs. It's not the push-up part of the burpee that's tiring me out. It is most certainly the legs. So I definitely need to recover this weekend, and that cheat meal tomorrow is going to be a good one for hopefully, if it works, spiking my metabolism. Because again, eating my regular meals, I'm not just going to gorge myself all day, but then eat cheat meals with a cheat meal at the end of the day with a lot of protein, and that way I'm in a surplus. It's not just I replace all the food I eat with junk food. And try and make it quality stuff. So I'm not going to get just like a hamburger, with a ton of fat in it. Fats are good for you. I eat fats. That's why I'm going to have pecans. But I'm just going to try and, be deliberate about what I get. Oh, I should get vanilla extract to put. I don't need it. It's got enough flavor. The protein powder. No, I'll put it in the vanilla extract with. Maybe I should buy that today to get with my my fruit dessert I'm gonna have tomorrow. Peaches, papaya, and maybe figs if I go to the farmer's market. Hope you're all pumped for a 4-day work week. We're getting there. We're gonna get it. Oh man, my legs get. I can feel my body like, I'm not even like that hungry in my stomach, just my body being starved. All right, where was I? 39, I think. 39 burpees. 56, I think. 56 burpees to end the 5-day work week. Also, once a week I like doing burpees just to vary my workouts. So it's good to have a variety, both for your body to stress it and just for your mind to do something different. Okay. Where was I? I forgot. 55, I think. Or 56. I'm trying to rest, but not rest too long. I don't want to overdo it. Again, I realize how small I look in the camera. With all my working out, I'm not really building a lot of muscle. I'm building some, but mostly I'm cutting fat. I'm in a deficit. Felt something on my arm. So over halfway there. 56. And of course I'm doing 2 push-ups each time, so really I'm doing like 200 push-ups, which is nice. I didn't think about that. I'm like, cool, I'm doing a lot of push-ups. Now I want to rest, but I also don't want to psych myself out and say, oh, you can't do it, Angelo. It's going to wear you out. I can do it. But I kind of think I should have waited till tomorrow because my legs, I had a big leg workout yesterday. Again, not massive bodybuilder stuff, but for me. I did hard leg work and then rode my bike a while. Okay, let's go for it. $65. Come on, guys. Let's get a 4-day work week for everybody. How will employers cover the other shifts? Oh, I don't know. Hire more people? Oh, I'd love that. If Elon Musk had to keep people working only 4 days a week, he would fill his diaper so quick. And if they had strong union protections where they could speak up against him and his bad treatment of them and bullying and bad working conditions and low wages. Oh, I'd love to see that. But we will someday, right? I don't know. This world is often tilted in the other way, in the favor of capitalists like Musk. owners, the 1%. Where the hell was I? 63, I think. I'll say 63. Seriously, my body is like starved. I can feel it like pulling for any nutrition it can. Like, I need it. Yeah, FOT fans, I don't appreciate that. You don't need to say that. Don't say I look good. It's not necessary. I'm not doing this to look good. And I've told you that before. You need to stop. All right. I can get through another. Oh, I was going to say 40 some, but no, only 30 some. Like 37 burpees. All right. I can feel my legs worn out now, but they're not recovering as quickly, so may as well just go for this. Maybe those would be famous words I come to regret. Wow. Okay. 70, 30 to go. Ooh, I'm pushing myself here. Open the window. Air's too stuffy in here. What time is it? 5:22. Try and stay on the same schedule I would during a work day, just to have that discipline and have the mindset of I'm working here and working on my screenwriting. Yeah, I don't give a shit. That other comment, I'm ready for whatever. I don't care. I'm here to bring about a 4-day work week, to get the workers inspired and uplifted, get them feeling like, yeah, do something for yourself to help yourself in the morning. So you already have a bunch more accomplished than your bosses. Not just your managers, because your managers may be paid $2 an hour more than you and be power tripping on you as if they have a lot of power. They don't. You have the power. But the executives of the company, who you never see, are the ones who are enjoying the benefits of your hard work when you should be getting a day off, an extra day off a week. So 4 days, if you're even working 5 days in the first place. A lot of people working 6 or 7. I worked 7 days a week for a while when I was homeless. Okay, I'm at 70. Let's try get out another 10. I told you my body is starved right now, so let's see. 87. Cool. Mind over matter. Hey, 13 more to go. Thank goodness. And then I'm gonna dig into my breakfast. Almost at 100 burpees for a 4-day work week. The workers need it. They deserve it. They're entitled to it. Their wages are not a gift to them. They're not charity. They're just a small portion of what they earn for their bosses. Just enough to keep them in debt, keep them hungry, keep them needing to come into the next shift so they can pay for a place to sleep if they have one. A lot of workers don't. A lot of workers are homeless, living in their vehicles, living on the street. Yes, people who work full-time jobs live on the street. All right. I bet I can get the next 13 in one set. Not yet, though. A cheap meal tomorrow is going to be something. Maybe I should have a croffle tomorrow. There are places around here that sell croffles. They're waffles and croissants, like made into one. And you can get them with like coated, like a coating of like sugar. It's been like baked onto it hot. So good. Or I might get a donut, a vegan donut. I had one the other week, a small little one with like green tea or something on it. It was really good. Like a green tea icing. I don't want a ton of sugar. I don't enjoy that. It gives me, the sugar rush in my head. It's just not fun. All right. I can do this. The last 13. I can do it. At this point, I don't know how much it's benefiting my body to do this, but it's benefiting my mind for sure. Just to have that pressure on myself, that stress on myself. And to be resilient and bounce back from it. And realize I accomplished so much, especially while other people are just, just pigging out, eating, and it's fine. I pigged out last week. I'll pig out tomorrow in a way, but try and be smart about it. Everybody's at where they're at. If they're enjoying their life, if they feel like they're good with where they are, that's good. I think a lot of workers probably you know, they could be in a lot better condition as far as 4-day work weeks, better wages, better housing, better food options, um, better health care. That's 99% of the population right there. Cleaner air, better transportation, less debt, access to, education services. We all need them. I need time just to relearn video editing. Like, I know editing, but there's all sorts of new plugins and tools that I need to know. I'll learn them. It's not a big deal to learn, but it's like I'm really having to regiment my day of figuring out, okay, I'll spend an hour or two doing this, an hour or two doing this, because if I just try and do it until I feel I'm done, I'll just spend too much time on one thing. Or I'll watch too many YouTube videos, but I'm going to be better about that today. All right, this is going to be the last set. I'm going to get 13 done here. However the hell I managed to do it, however long it takes. Couldn't resist doing a few extra. 103. I probably did more earlier. I miscounted. All right. 103 burpees. I fucking eat. My body needs it. And it's not that one meal will help me recover, but I need to eat something at some point. It's been over 12 hours since I ate, and it was not a big meal. Okay. Greek Aussie girl, welcome. That is not how I've been getting my six-pack. Everyone has a six-pack underneath their fat. Everyone is ripped under their fat. Get your diet right, you'll be ripped. Simple. The diet is how you get veins and cuts in your muscles, the cuts on your abs, not working out. So many people might be 100 pounds overweight and they have a six-pack under there. All right. So now I need to motherfucking eat. And I'm going to show you my breakfast. Similar to what I've been doing. Similar to what I've been doing for breakfast every day. I should get some more papaya today. All right, I'm a little uncomfortable with the hi beautiful comments. Please just lay off those kind of comments about my appearance. Not a little uncomfortable, I'm uncomfortable with them. Not here for that. I'm here to enlighten and educate and entertain. It should be fun. And build a community of people that support labor against the owner class. First, gonna make my coffee. I like having my coffee. I used to never drink coffee. I just started recently. I mean, I did occasionally, but I like this Maxim Korean coffee. Mark Ivy coming up the rear. What's up? I did 100 burpees, 103 for a 4-day work week. Let's get everybody doing it. I want to see other live stream. Do your own workout version of it at 4:30 in the morning before your bosses get up and show it to their disgusting faces and say, hey, look what I'm doing. I'm being paid less than you, but I'm doing more than you. I'm doing more for this company's workforce. Labor, that sounds like communism, Mike. Hey. One step at a time. Okay, making my coffee. Healthy ingredients. I'm not adding sweetener or anything. I got turmeric. Stuff get from a Bangladeshi market, a pound for $7. Cinnamon I originally got from farmer's market, but now it's like I've been adding little tiny bags from like Mexican little markets. And you get cinnamon cheap there, and black pepper to release the turmeric properties. Mark Ivy with 0.99 euros. Don't tell me what to feel. As far as don't feel uncomfortable, I'll feel my feelings are valid. Everyone's feelings are valid. Don't tell me what to feel about it. Not here for that. Okay, got pea protein. Will go in my breakfast, not all of this, but I'm going to measure it out. Papaya from a week ago, peaches and blueberries. Oh yeah, what do I do first? I keep changing my regimen. 1 cup of coconut almond milk. It lasts so long because now I'm measuring it instead of before I would just dump a bunch in it. I wouldn't really ever buy this stuff because it's kind of a waste to me, but I'm like, change it up sometimes. So 1 cup. And then usually that's, not usually, when I put the flax seed in that I'm going to add to my breakfast, it's going to get too thick. It's going to be like sludge. So another half cup of water. That should do it. Nice, Mark Ivy. Have fun. Mark Ivy's off to do his illicit wares and trades. Get plenty of coffee in there. Cinnamon. Just not much of the herbs and spices because they'll just basically sink to the bottom of the coffee, and it'll be like just dirt at the bottom of it. Man, just think about it. 4-day work week. That would make Elon Musk cry like a biche if he had to let his employees work 4 days a week and have good wages and union protections and protections against discrimination. I forget if it was just one employee or several Tesla employees that sued and won a racial discrimination lawsuit and won like $150 million. And it of course, Musk was instrumental in allowing the racism to continue at work. The abuse, racial slurs, mistreating black workers. Let's not speak in euphemisms. It was racism, anti-black racism. And managers, like one manager threw a chair at a black employee and or hit them with a chair, and were saying racial slurs. And Musk wrote a letter saying, yeah, this won't be tolerated to his employees. He said, like, or an email. He didn't write a letter and send it in an envelope, saying, yeah, it's like not good. But he also said maybe you need to develop a thicker skin, stuff like that. Like, maybe sometimes it's better to have a thicker skin. He's the most thin-skinned baby. Can't take people criticizing him, so he buys Twitter. Doesn't know how to run it. Fires employees who speak out against him. He's a loser. Alright, what was I doing next? Protein powder. I forget, when I have different ingredients here, it confuses me. Grams of protein powder. Yeah, a tiny bit more, 82 grams. Sorry, but I need it. Or I could use it. My body will use it, that's for sure. Cinnamon, delicious. Oh, before, I don't want to stir it yet. 11 grams of flaxseed. I forgot to dry the spoon after I washed it. Oh well. And 11 grams of pecans, which is like 6 pecans. But it's to get the fats that I need. And a little additional protein. Pecans are so expensive. I'm glad to save money by just counting them out. And I got my food scale out too. Get all that protein powder mixed up so I don't have clumps of like protein powder in there that are dried. Okay, let's see how much papaya I have left, and I'll combine that. This still smells good. 222 grams. So, normally I try and have 300 grams of papaya to get enough carbohydrates. Because I don't, I ran out of papaya now. I'll put peaches in there. Peaches have more carbs, so I'm kind of estimating. I didn't write it out, but I looked it up. And I could use the fuel in my body right now. have 16 grams of carbs and 124 grams of this. So peaches. So I don't want 124 grams of peaches. Oh, it's gonna be delicious. This might be plenty. I'll get up to 300 grams total of fruit. That's 298 grams, pretty good. Not all the fruit, because then I'm going to put on 22 grams of blueberries. And this is still within my nutrition goals. I already measured this out a long time ago. Not a long time ago, a few months ago. These are huge blueberries. So just a few do it. That's it. I'll show you the result. There you go. Look at that. That's really good. So this is like double the amount of protein I was eating before I got on the meal plan. I would have 1 scoop of protein powder thinking, oh, that's probably plenty, right? How much could I need? Had no clue how much I needed. Tenedor. All right, let's hope this works, that we got to a 4-day work week now. There we go. I'm gonna savor this breakfast. I'm trying not to just inhale it. I want to actually enjoy it. Again, hard to believe that's my nutrient needs, so it's healthy and tastes good. Try not to inhale it, Angelo. Enjoy it. Take your time. That goes in general. I'm just trying to be present, not, be thinking, oh, the next thing I gotta do, next thing. And that's like cookie dough ice cream. That it smells like fish. That protein powder with the almond and coconut milk. And the fruit is like Jello. Well, the papaya is specifically. Because papaya, it's like not super sweet. It's kind of a fairly mild flavor. Oh, those peaches are good. Oh, I gotta have this with peaches, not papaya. Peaches for my cheat meal tomorrow. Ooh, this is going to be good. So this will be my cheat meal dessert, I guess, tomorrow. But with just peaches and maybe figs if I go to the farmer's market. I should get figs, right? Yep. 5:48 in the morning in Hollywood. So I've been up since 3:40. Really before that, because I woke up, I was having nightmares. My body was aching. But I slept pretty well. I was so damn tired. And I'm just thinking how nice it is to not have a full work week this week. I kill myself at work. It's so stupid how hard I work. And I realized like there's not really a point to it. Yeah, I work hard for me, but as far as like my coworkers and company, it's not even hating on them. This is the nature of work. The harder you work, basically, the just more money you make for your bosses. I should be able to work as lightly as my coworkers do. Trying to slow down. I haven't even gotten to the pecans yet. And I don't know what people's perception of workplaces are like in America. It's not like in most movies. So many romantic comedies have characters who are advertising executives and have gigantic apartments in New York that must cost $6,000 a month. The vast majority of people here probably don't make $6,000 in 3 months. There were times where I barely cleared $10,000 a year. And even now, making decent money, having this place is beautiful. I have to have 4 roommates to make it happen. And it's basically living like, under the table. I'm basically subletting from the guy, and the building's cool with it. They know we're here. But, it's like to get on the lease, and if we were doing it the right way, I don't know if I could have done that. Bit my lip. I'm bleeding. I've been clenching my teeth so much from stress that my teeth are like getting out of alignment and stuff. So my mouth isn't closing properly. It's funny. It's hard for me to recover and rest because I so frequently have to walk. I'm going to walk today, get groceries, or bike. And I enjoy working out too, but it's like I have to recover. I barely got through those 100 burpees. Not just movies about America show a misleading picture of workplaces and TV shows, but they have to kind of do that to make it so the characters have time to talk. I remember first watching Scrubs. I love Scrubs with Zach Braff, but I was like, why are they standing around talking so much? Why aren't they working? But I'm like, oh, it's a sitcom. They have to. Well, there's something I haven't thought about in a while. Scrubs. I loved that show. But if I'm watching something about someone working, I want to see what it's like for them to work. I like the activity of it and work the drama in, of course, too. Trying to slow it down. Enjoy the food. Don't bite my lip. And today, rest. I'm going to do a lot of writing today for my screenwriting training. Going to try and read a lot, read more of the Sherlock Holmes book. It is amazing. Oh my goodness, I love the Sherlock Holmes stories. And watch a movie or two tonight. Damn, the peaches are sweet. Someone asked, is fruit expensive in America? Yes. Basically, all food is expensive here except junk food and fast food. I can't believe how much I spend on groceries. You can see I'm pretty thin. You can see my body, in the burpee part. I still have some fat to lose, but I eat everything I buy, and I easily spend over $140 in groceries a week. 27 million people are on food stamps in America. 27 million get food assistance. That's not counting the other probably millions of people who go to food banks and food pantries and are part of community fridges and community gardens where they get food from because they cannot afford groceries. The treatment of workers in America is terrible. There are sweatshops here. There is slave labor. There's rampant abuse, especially when you're dealing with people who employ immigrant workers. Many of whom don't have legal documentation. And hey, to what I say to people who don't want illegal immigration, all right, give all the undocumented immigrants amnesty. Then they won't be illegal. Simple. So you can respect their human rights, respect their dignity, let them stay, and they won't be breaking the law. So there you go. You don't want that. You want illegal immigration. But yeah, there's all kinds of worker abuse. I've been through abuse at work. It's terrible. It's garbage. We're in a system where you're meant to revere your bosses as the people you'll be one day. You most likely won't. They don't like you. They'll never want you to be part of them. And as far as food production goes, a few companies own most of the food production in America. They're merging together. They raise prices. They take grocery stores and out of areas that need them. They lay off workers. and the price goes up. That I keep wanting to call it soy milk. Almond coconut milk I got was like $8 for that. That is crazy. I used to make at my old job, like washing cars, $9 an hour, or at a movie theater when I was a manager. So 1 hour to get that milk. So yes, it is expensive. And people aren't given proper education on nutrition. I'm not. I wasn't. I'm still learning this stuff. I still only know the basic broad strokes, but I've never been a big eater. So to me, it's like if I'm gonna eat, I'm not just gonna eat to enjoy myself. I did enjoy this, but I'm eating to try and, really just my health, not about a look. It's I want my blood work to be right and all that stuff. I gotta get physical. I did get my flu shot the other day. People, make sure you get your vaccinations up to date. Get your flu shots. Flu season's bad this year. So yes, not only fruit and healthy foods are expensive, there's so much waste involved with them. So much of them get thrown out by grocery stores. People aren't given the proper education on nutrition, so they don't even know what they should be eating. So we have huge food-related health problems in this country, like obesity and diabetes and cancer, which all, and mental health, frankly. Mental health is such a big one, too. It's affected by what you eat. That could be, ameliorated if there were like, widely available nutrition information for people. And it's not just what you find on the internet with all these quacks and stuff and people saying, oh, you got to intermittent fast, you got to keto, whatever. I'll say what Michael Hearn says because I'm not the expert. Michael Hearn's been powerlifting and bodybuilding for 40 years. He says basically the diet that works is the diet you can stay on. But for me and a lot of people, what we would try and do is just cut our calories so far down that we're starving and our bodies can't take it. And our metabolisms aren't optimized to get nutrients out of our food. And so then when we add a little bit more food or we reintroduce carbs to our bodies, our body can't utilize the nutrients and it just balloons up in weight. And you get fatter and you don't feel good because your body's not utilizing it right. So it's like now I eat plenty of carbs. I eat plenty of protein. Fats, I sort of keep at a certain level. But I didn't know that stuff before. And it's like, you shouldn't have to do what I did. And I'm lucky enough that I've had my health over the years where now I pay $50 a month for the Michael Hearn app and it says what I should eat. And I did the math and worked it out for the foods I eat because I'm not going to stick to their meals. You got to cook so much. But yeah. So many people here are suffering. It's not just that. I looked up food banks in my area yesterday because I was curious, where can I go get cheap food if I want it? And there is one around here where you can actually go in and buy stuff. But there are dozens and dozens of food pantries that churches and like whatever, Salvation Army and stuff give away to people. And I see it around here. I've seen people lined up around the block waiting for food on Monday morning because they have a food pantry every week where they give out food. People here cannot afford groceries. So many people here are spending well over 50% of their income on rent. A lot of people in LA spend over 90% of their income on rent, if you can believe that. They're barely staying housed. 27 million people getting food stamps. I was one of them. It's hard to get the program. You have to put in all this application work. Not sure if it goes through right. You have to take time. If you work, you have to take time off work to go to the social services building. You can do it online too, but it's easier to do it in person. And it doesn't pay that much. It was like $237 or something a month. So that's like, okay, enough to get halfway through the month. And then the rest of the month, I had to pay for my own food while I was homeless. And the pandemic happened and film work stopped. And I can't refrigerate food because I was in my car in LA. It's hot. Um, you can't use food stamps everywhere. So you can't just use them at like the food bank because the store has to be set up to accept them. And you can only buy certain foods with it. And now they're making like work requirements and stuff to get food stamps and all that. And you can't have like a criminal background or make money from selling drugs. I'm like, I don't care if someone's shooting up drugs in front of me right then. They still need food. That's so bizarre. Our ideas are antiquated Puritan ideas of punishment for people, causing pain and hardship as we're just expressing our anger at who we don't like. And the reality is, those people we don't like, they're all around us. They're all of us. They're everyone, because there are drug users in every building, on every street. Here, first of all, weed is illegal, so you can just go to the store and buy it. But as far as like, illegal drugs, you can find it. People who use it everywhere. Housed people do it, rich people do it, poor people. It doesn't make sense to discriminate for food stamps on that. But anyway, so it's hard to get, and it only lasts, I think for me, it was like 3 months or 6 months. I'll say 6 months. I think it was 6 months, I guess. So it doesn't pay enough for a full month's groceries. You can't get that much food. I couldn't store much food. So I'm only having to get, I was able to get like, you could go to Jack in the Box and use food stamps. I'd get their little like salads, or like rice bowls with chicken. And they have really cheap tacos, like dollar tacos there, probably not healthy for you. And I would try and make the money last. But then after 6 months, you have to apply all over again and renew. And I sent you have to send your bank statements, show all your income. I did that, and then they sent it back, and they said it was late, or I didn't fill out the date on it. The date was missing. I'm like, you can fill in the date. But so they sent it back, and then I had to, it said like to explain what your income is. I'm like, I don't think I responded to that. I made a video, and it was, just to show a point, which is I made a video saying, okay, you want me to explain my income? Here's the bank statement. The pluses are my income. The minuses, ignore those. That's my spending. That's like, how do I explain my income? I already explained everything. Like, I make money on YouTube at the time. I was getting donations. Like, they want to see how you make money before you can eat. That's how messed up it is here. And 27 million is only that low because it's so hard to get the program. It used to be, a few years ago, it was 50 million people were on food stamps. A lot of people since then have been kicked off. Now, there are a lot of people, I'm sure, who were able to get jobs and kind of can stay afloat and don't need the money, and a much smaller number of people who actually got financially stable. But financial stability here is an illusion, because one ambulance to the hospital can cost you like $4,000. I know it did for me. When I was hit by a car, when I was sleeping in my car, I was homeless. It was like $4,000. I just didn't pay it. So people just run up debt because of that. Yeah, 50 million people were on food stamps here. This is a country of about 320 million people. Aiden says about 42 million. The number I saw most recently was 27 million on food stamps, but that's surprisingly low considering that a few years ago, like I said, it was 50 million. I'm like, so a lot of people must have been kicked off, or...
Because they're oldies, they're goodies.
Jesus. It was, it's my roommate. It was such a big drop. So... Oh, I don't even know if my roommate's there. I think his computer just spoke or something. Anyways, so that's what I'm saying. Like, 4-day work week, that should be a minute for what people go through in this country to survive. I'm just lucky as it is. For one, I have my health after all I've been through, living on the street, car crash, all that stuff. 2, I have a good mind, so like I'm able to sort of work, how to do stuff. I have YouTube, so I built that. I had my mom, who was the star of my channel, who helped me build up my channel, and all this other stuff that helped me survive over the years. Think about it. I had to go through all that for years and years, and I'm glad I did. I don't mean to change what I went through, but I'm saying, why do people have to be shut out of opportunities because they can't even afford to take the steps like I did, you know, to get my career and to finally be where I am, which is not where I want to be, but to where I have a decent enough job. I'm talking about work, but work is never decent enough. But a decent enough job where I'm paid decently. I do have paid vacation, paid sick time, paid holidays like today, and where I work close to where I live. I can ride my bike. I can safely stow my bike at work. See what I'm saying? Where I'm not worked like a mule. I work myself hard at my job. Other people don't, and they're right. Like, they're right to it. That's the thing. It's not like I think, oh, it's bad, they're lazy or something. Everybody can do what they want as far as their own work ethic in a way, as long as they're whatever they, wherever they are, that's where they are. You can't change people. But for me, I always want to be pushing myself, but I'm like, it's kind of stupid how hard I push myself, because I'm like, I could be getting so much more out of what I do if I was having an extra day off to do screenwriting or to do video editing or to look for side gigs, editing movies or something. And 2 days, just having the weekends, not enough for it. And I know because now I've been doing it for a while. A lot of jobs, you don't even get weekends off. Every other job I've had in my life, I worked weekends. Whether it was just Saturdays or Saturdays and Sundays. Every other job, movie theater, that was primarily when I worked, was the weekends. I washed cars, worked at a bank, worked at bars, worked at a warehouse, all weekends. Now, working at a bar, it was kind of nice because I could have like days off on the week, but that was the thing, it was during the week. If there was an event I wanted to go to on the weekend, couldn't go to it. Also, I didn't have money. I was scared to go out. I didn't want to spend money on anything. So there was something valuable and nice about working at a bar where it's just, I didn't even clock in for work. That was really nice. Just you show up, you're paid, there's no HR, there's no, which, it's good and bad, but there's a small company. Basically, I knew the owner. Not before I worked there, but the owner was there. It wasn't like a chain or anything. And, that can be good and bad too. It means if there's friction, if it's bad, it can be really awkward, but it can be anywhere. But it meant I was dealing directly with the owner. After a while, it was kind of embarrassing. How little I'm paid. You know what I'm doing all the time, basically. If I'm around. It's this kind of, small town atmosphere at the bar just because, we're working so closely. It's just kind of weird. I don't know. Everywhere's a small town, though. Hollywood's a small town. I'd say maybe Manhattan is not a small town. But LA is not super densely populated. It's just so spread out. It's huge for that reason. But it's not Manhattan, where you have so many areas. You have thousands of people living within a few blocks. Yeah, there are apartment rows and stuff here. I live on one, but they're not huge apartment buildings. But it is I like being in the urban area where it's there are a lot of people. There's everything within walking distance, except clothing stores for some reason. I ate my meal. Jeez, my body was starved for nutrition. Now I'm going to take my magnesium tablet. I take one of those every day. I floss every day after meals, very important. When I floss, I go up and down between the teeth and push the floss or pull it against the sides of the teeth. Don't just slide it back and forth. It does nothing. It was a mistake I made for years. But once I started doing this, I'm like, oh, this, you can just feel what a difference it makes. And also the bacteria, it scrapes away. You can, smell the bad breath sort of coming out of you. I mean, flossing the wrong way is kind of better than nothing, I guess, but I'd rather do it the right way. And I'm excited because tomorrow I know I'm going to do my cheat meal, which is going to put me in a surplus for calories, and hopefully, I don't know, it's going to be an experiment to spike my metabolism and not just be a cheat meal where I just eat a bunch of pastries or just one pastry. The Rock does that. I read stuff, I don't know how true all it is, or he just likes to say it. But Mike O'Hearn said this. He has a cheat meal every Sunday, but he trains like a maniac. And he's working on movies all the time, so he needs it like psychologically, I guess. But he's very strict about his diet during the week. Like I've seen him say he doesn't season his chicken or anything. Okay, this paper towel smells like fish. I know why. I put it over my salmon yesterday. I dampened it. I saved my paper towels if I can and put it over the bowl when I microwaved my canned salmon. So that's why it smells like fish. Oh, what's Aiden have to say about the ambulance? Hold on. I have to go to the bathroom so bad. Then I'll read your comment, Aiden. Aiden's speaking something good. He's on point. He, right? I don't know. But I can't think. My bladder's gonna explode. I have to go to the bathroom so much at night because I think my body's just flushing water through me. All right. Wow, I need to do that. But yeah, I get up. Oh, it's so miserable. I have to get up, go to the bathroom. And then I'm so dehydrated, I have to chug a bunch of water. But I slept pretty well last night. My body was aching from my workouts in the cold air. All right, let's see. What did Aiden say? Yeah, ride in the ambulance across the lake, which is like 27-minute ride. They charged us $4,200, and riding in an ambulance I didn't even ask for. That's why a lot of people, would rather take, it used to be a taxi, but now an Uber or a Lyft to the hospital, which is kind of scary when you think about it. It's like you're relying on a stranger who's not paid well enough, and also if you're contagious, like it's kind of scary. I don't want to, I would feel really bad. And I thought about this once. What was I doing? When was I, recently I thought about going to the hospital. What was going on with me? I'm trying to remember. Why was I feeling bad? I was scared about something potentially. Oh yeah, I was worried I was having a stroke because I fell asleep right here at my desk. I was in class, my writing class. I had the camera off. I was so fucking tired. I put my hand in my face And I just woke up later and I was asleep in the middle of class, and they had already tried calling on me to talk and give my a discussion about my assignment I wrote. And my left ear was numb, left side of my face was numb, and my left hand was tingling. And I was like, okay, it could be that I just cut off pressure to my nerves or something, or I'm having a stroke, because it was so freaky that I couldn't feel my ear for like the next like 2 days or so. And I was thinking, should I go to the hospital? Is this a stroke? Should I go now? I was looking and it's looking up stroke symptoms. Sure enough, it was just nerves, being pressed and went away. But that's the calculation we make in America. It's like, is it worth it to go to the hospital? I'm going to be loaded with emergency room bills and maybe nothing. Also, in LA, you're going to be waiting like 10 or 12 hours. So know that. 4 grand. I'm not sorry when I say that's insane. Yeah. So emotional from work, so tired, 6 days a week. Yep. Do you still have pay 4 grand if you have health insurance? Absolutely. Your health insurance does not work in America unless you have top quality health insurance, which, yeah, some companies provide. It's usually tied to your job. So, oh, sorry. Um, the insurance can find so many ways of opting out of paying for the service you're getting. Hospitals know how to divide up billing so much and overcharge you. It's a mess. So many people don't know how to ask for like an itemized bill. And you can for a lot of people, you can just ask for financial assistance when you pay the hospital and just have your bill reduced. But so many people don't know. So many people are afraid of going to the hospital. Really, for some, it's best sometimes just don't bring ID to the hospital and say you're homeless, and they can't find you that way, and just they'll have to spend them. They'll have to pay for the bill themselves. Um, anyway, it's a met. Look it up. Just look up stuff. People can describe it better than me. All the little tricks and budgeting that hospitals do to be able to itemize everything. Like you need a Tylenol, that's like $30, but you can buy it in a store, for like $5 or something. So yeah, insurance, it may pay partial to like, the I was gonna say deductible, but that's what you pay. Yeah, it might pay a few $100s, whatever, maybe not. It does not work for a lot of people. I have health insurance for my job. First time I've had health insurance in my adult life. I have it basically just to get free COVID tests and to get free flu shots. And that's it. I can't really see my doctor. I don't know how to get my doctor. If I go to get a physical, I just pay cash. I don't bother with the insurance because I cannot get it to work. They will not accept it. Even though a doctor may be in my network of Aetna, that's my health insurance company, unless they're my primary care physician, who I cannot find out who they are, unless I get on the phone with Aetna and wait hours on hold during a weekday, I cannot see a doctor. Even they're in network, they're covered by Aetna, but they say we can't see you because I've called them and say we can't see you because we're not your primary healthcare physician. So it's garbage. And so I'm paying every month for health insurance, like over $100, basically for three things: for free COVID tests, because it does make those free flu shots, which by the way, it's not worth it for just for free flu shots, because a flu shot here is like $12 at CVS or something, $17, whatever. And you get a coupon in the store if you pay cash, or you just pay for it. And I have it in case I go to the emergency room, in case there is a large bill, it may help out then. It may. So I'm not saddled with a $8,000 bill for 20 minutes with a doctor in the emergency room. But yes, everybody knows health insurance does not work in America. We spend a ton of more money on health insurance than any other country, and yet we get consistently the worst results. Uh, Medical malpractice, doctors who ignore patients' symptoms. Um, so many marginalized people cannot get proper health care. Black and brown people, people of color, other people of color. Um, if either they cannot get access to a doctor or a place they need to go, or the doctors dismiss them, they judge them, they don't want to seriously treat them. Women, like, so that's half the country right there. Transgender people. So many people have trouble getting in the door and getting a doctor to listen to them. My magnesium. Anyways, I'm going to go because I have a lot of writing to do today and reading. I'm going to finish reading The Complete Sherlock Holmes. Excellent, but I'm not going to finish it. Look how much I have to go. The big part is how much I have left. It is amazing. I love it. I'm learning so much about storytelling from it. Anyways, yeah, think on that. Uh, when you think about how rich America is and how the poor are treated here, yeah, the rich are extracting money from the poor and kicking it up to themselves off the workers. Uh, that's why they are so afraid of workers unionizing and demanding things like higher pay and 4-day work weeks, because workers really have the control, but we're also scared of losing our jobs because we won't be able to afford our, rents that are too high and groceries that are too expensive, and our medicine that people often have to choose between food and medicine for. That people are too scared and too isolated to, you know, to what's the word? Organize and demand better treatment, demand better wages, demand um, more equitable, workplaces, better investments in their communities, all that stuff. There are places people just can't get groceries nearby. They're called food deserts here, where basically grocery companies have disinvested or they refuse to invest in certain neighborhoods. A lot of time it's black and brown neighborhoods, um, where people have to, get in their car and drive, 20 or 30 minutes to find the closest grocery store. And so think about the strain that puts on people. You need to have a car, you need to be in debt for that. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Got to stop spinning out about this stuff. Thanks for watching, everyone. Uh, Talk to your coworkers, talk to people about getting better conditions for us in America. So, all you people watching in other countries, speak up so that Americans know, hey, like in other countries, they do this stuff better than us. I know it's not ideal in other countries as well, but it's a lot better than here. And workers are treated with a lot more respect in a lot of countries. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching.